doesn't matter if you've won your last 18 straight, won the Super Bowl, and you're defending that, or you start the season off 2-0. You still suck. Alright, now that I've engaged and rage baited you a little bit into this video, let me get into the context of what I'm talking about. The media hates the Eagles, and I think it's really funny that, you look at all the games, you look at how Philadelphia ended last season, the playoff run they had where Saquon Barkley just took over the league, beating Washington, they beat the Rams. We saw what they did to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Everybody who watched the Super Bowl knew at one point, even though the final score was 40 to 22 or something, everybody knows at one point it was 40-6 in that game. They blew the Chiefs out in the Super Bowl. I think it's funny just watching after the Chiefs versus Eagles game this past Sunday, the cope and how much just everybody's complaining, and a lot of it does stem too from the tush push. Now, that one play where you had two guards jumping offsides, that is one thing, and it's really rich considering the team that they're playing. Okay, and if you get that joke, you know exactly where I'm going with that. But I think what's funny is how just the slander of how, even though, like I said, how the season ended, them winning the Super Bowl, starting the season off 2-0, and they have the potential to get to, they got to play the Rams this week. They could get 3-0. I could see the Eagles being one of the last teams standing undefeated, where they're 5-0, 6-0 in the middle of October. They have the chance to do that, but that's not good enough, and that will never be good enough. Jalen Hurts could throw for 250 yards one game and throw for 3 touchdowns, and they could, blow out the Ravens. They could blow out the Rams this upcoming week. Even though the Rams and the Falcons are the 2 top defenses, that still wouldn't be good enough. I thought it was kind of funny to me seeing that one of the talking points that they had was Jalen Hurts didn't throw any touchdowns, barely over 100. No, I don't even think he reached 100 yards. It's like, he's a bum. And it's like, what fascinates me is, like, sometimes when we get into a game, you don't need to have a Josh Allen 250 kind of performance. You don't need to have, when you look at how when Herbert beat the Chiefs, what are some other big games that recently happened? When Josh Allen beat the Ravens, like, these guys weren't throwing for 400 yards a game. They weren't. They just managed what they could and still got the job done. How many rushing yards and how many touchdowns the other day did Saquon have? You see what I mean? Like, they controlled the line of scrimmage and were able to prevent the Chiefs from scoring, but they still needed to do their own thing where they chew up a lot of clock, get things going, push it in the end zone, and yes, there was a tush push touchdown, and people found a way. Like, it was funny to hear the unbiased opinion too of, like, them just saying straight up on air, I'm sick of the tush push, ban it. And it's like, you tried to in the off season and didn't get anywhere. Or the other one where they're like, it's a violent play. Every play in football is a violent play. Have you watched football? So I thought it was just kind of funny where, the big bullies on the playground right now are, I would say, are the Philadelphia Eagles and the definitely the Bills too. I think the Bills are kind of bullies too, considering the comeback that they had, and then they let the Jets hang around for a little bit and then they blow them out. But no, it's just funny to me that even in a win, going up 2-0, that they're just trying to find the smallest things to complain about. And again, I'm not even an Eagles fan. I'm just looking at it from the point of view of, like, now all of a sudden everybody wants to give Baker his flowers too, because they're another team that started 2-0. Everybody's talking about, the Rams. The Rams are going to be a legit team this year. The Rams were one drive away, and again, an Eagles defensive stop. Rams, if the Rams beat the Eagles, the Rams would have been going to the Super Bowl. Like, they probably would beat Washington. So I think it's funny that everybody's getting their flowers now. But anyways, that's my thoughts on that. What do you think about the recency bias? Like, are the Eagles being targeted? Does the media hate Jalen Hurts? Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video.